Alright, this is going to be some audio checks. We're just going to do that really quick. Thank you to the one viewer for checking us out. I appreciate it. Please stay. I know it's going to be a little bit, but we are going to start here in about 20-ish minutes, assuming that you haven't been here before. So, just give us a moment and be very...
Load up a popcorn, a drink.
Yeah, load up on a popcorn or a drink, you know, something along those lines. We should be getting started here in a bit.
Whoa. Shake. Yo.
All right. Looks like we're sounding okay. I'm gonna check the music real quick. See what it sounding like. I think it's gonna be okay. It's a little quiet. Got it? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna check that. Sorry, viewer, we're messing around a little bit. Oh, that's what that does.
Hey, what's with the echo?
No, that's not it. No, that's there. Okay, so our music should be fantastic.
What is up with the echo? Chad.
Yeah, there definitely is an echo. I'm not a big fan of it either, but don't worry, it'll eventually be going away. Alright, our video's looking good, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut off everything.
Yeah. How are we doing the greeting today?
How are we doing the what?
The greeting. The thing that we always do.
Hold on one second. One.
Okay.
And let me turn off the actual freaking audio echo because, God forbid,
Yeah.
we can't have a normal podcast without fucking some weird shit
Normal.
going on.
Error 404. Normal cannot be found. Please retry a
Joe,
new inquiry.
shut the fuck up and turn on your camera. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Snodacast, episode 11. I am your host, BlackChat56, and I am, of course, joined by the one, the only, Diamond Assassin, aka Lewis.
What's up?
And the chonky boy himself, the chonkiest of boys, Gallows, aka
Truffle
Thomas.
shuffle.
How you doing, boy?
Shuffle. Do the truffle shuffle.
You fucking dicks.
You know how.
No, I
And
do not.
oh right, Joe's here.
And
It never gets old.
It
Guys,
never
Maria
does.
I'm Maria Doomer. What you guys can say, it cannot make me go any lower.
We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. All right, so of course we can't have any normal episode of the podcast without asking the age-old question. If I can get the right clicker on there. How's everybody's week? All right, we are gonna go to Diamond, then Gallows, then Joe, and then your one and only. while I sip on beer. So, Lewis,
Yeah.
how's your week, buddy?
Pretty good. As you can see with the new freshly coated nails, and then also
Aw,
nice
damn, my
haircut.
boy got a fucking fade. Hell yeah. I need to be doing that,
and then
honestly.
a trim.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see, I need
I
to get
got
that
a trim.
line fade kind of thing. I need to get that done. Like you have. I need to do that. Yeah, but I also need to grow out the top of my hair. So, there is that.
Other than that, my mental health is good. Everything's good right now. I'm just trying to figure life shit and being an adult. So, while
As
dealing
are
with
we all.
other crises.
Cheers to that.
Yep. Other crises in the world too. So
Fuck this.
Hold on, wait. Let me
be
pull a
myself.
DiCaprio. Anyways, all right, Gallows. How's your week, buddy?
Draining, just muscling and us, work and stuff, you know.
The huge.
Yeah, but that's
All right.
life.
You know what? It is life. Joe,
it is what it is.
it is what it is. Joe, how's your week, buddy?
Yep. It's been really exhausting, and Joy Cam's refusing to work, so like,
We'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
take a good look at itself.
All right. So that being said, going on to myself. Usual shit. Actually,
I'm
I
doing
st-
okay.
Well, that is good, Joe. I love to hear it.
I'm
So-
always dead inside, but when am I not?
That's everybody here. What the fuck are you talking about? What do you think? You think you're unique or something? You think you're better than me? Is that what you think is going on?
think you're
You
special?
think you're
You
special?
think you're special?
Well, I got a couple
Being
inches
a
over you in
hermit?
height.
What?
I got
How
some.
many more people?
I'm probably more taller than you. And wait, actually, no, I don't know if that's correct.
How tall are you, Joe?
Well, according to the doc, I'm actually 5'10.5.
I call
You and I are the
bullshit.
exact same height, then. You just hunch.
Except I'm heavier
He's
than
just
you.
hunched.
You are heavier than me. You can beat me out on that. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Just sit on you and fart.
yeah.
All right, let's get it going.
I'd really rather you not. Anyways, so my week was okay. I am officially on spring break as of starting next week, so that's always going to be fun. However, that does not mean I'm going to be posting more shit. I only have one day off, and that is tomorrow. So,
That's me breaking
Fine.
until April.
So,
yeah.
so
April,
potentially,
you can expect a
Among Us
lot more
slash-
stuff. Maybe,
Among Us
maybe.
slash, like maybe, or maybe if not an Among Us stream, just to kind of chill. hang
Shameless
out,
plug that my
stream,
birthday's on the
just for
28th.
Well,
Dumb stuff.
happy early birthday, Joe. My girlfriend's
Oh,
birthday is on the 28th as well, if I'm not mistaken, actually. Hold
Yeah,
on.
we might be the same age.
No, she's 19. Don't
Oh,
get
yeah.
too happy. No, her birthday's on the 21st.
Am I ever genuinely happy though?
Oh my god, Joe, come on.
Anyways,
Right.
Okay, doomer shit to the side.
anyways, so my week was okay. Just, you know, ease, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. You guys ready to go into weekly topics, I guess?
Yeah, let's go weekly topics.
Ready,
All right.
ready.
All right, and now showing we have our lovely animation while I sip on beer. Turning Red and the Atom Project. I want to actually talk about the Atom Project first because I have not yet to see Turning Red. I plan on watching it sometime this weekend. Just because it is
Same
Pixar, I
here.
want to give it a shot. The only Pixar movie I haven't given a shot to, aside from Monsters University, is Luca. Even though I don't think that actually
We
is
could talk
Pixar.
about
I don't think
those,
Luca
too.
is Parks.
No,
I don't think it's Pixar.
Luca's Disney.
Oh, Luca's
Disney.
Luca's just Disney. Okay, cool. All right,
Yeah,
so
Luca's
then I'm not
Disney.
skipping out on anything. That being said, Atom Project. I watched it yesterday, and goddamn, I am super pumped for Deadpool 3 now because Adam Levy is actually the director of the Atom Project, and he just already did a really good job with like letting Ryan
Okay.
Reynolds kind of be Ryan Reynolds. So I'm super excited now that he is going to be directing, or he's looked at for the director for Deadpool 3, and I love that because The Adam Project is really good. I highly, highly, highly recommend it if you haven't given it a shot yet. If you are a fan of the God's Perfect Idiot that is Ryan Reynolds, yes, give it a shot. Also,
Magazine Ryan Reynolds.
Or People's Magazine Ryan Reynolds. Yes, there is a joke. But yes, of course, we also want to. I always want to give a shout out to Netflix original films that pay off, because this is one of those few that does, and I highly, highly, highly recommend 100% check out the Adam Project. Have you guys seen it, or did you have any thoughts, comments, concerns on it?
I'm planning on seeing it. I heard.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I know if it's got peak Ryan Reynolds.
It's kind of tame Ryan Reynolds, but it's still Ryan Reynolds. So, also, there's a kid in there that mimics Ryan Reynolds really well.
There probably won't be any Deadpool references, though.
No, there is
one, and it's an offbeat one. It's more like this kid does something really cool with the staff, and he does like a superhero landing. He goes, superhero landing. And I was like, okay.
And you see Ryan Reynolds' face is like, really?
Yeah, he's like, okay. Yeah. So there is that, obviously. But
I can tell you, like, the flip side when it comes to turning red.
I do know that it is very mature for Pixar, just because they do talk about puberty, and it like
takes place in the year 2002.
Yes, I have heard about that. It takes place in the early 2000s. Lewis,
can I talk about it? Okay, so it does a very good job when it comes to like diversity in like an Asian family culture of like the struggles on kind of like having honor and acceptance from your family members and not like trying to disappointment. It's kind of like going in that route. I enjoyed a lot of it. I think that was like Pixar for some reason does a very good job with emotions and stuff, and I cried just a little bit in the movie. It's not a good Pixar movie if you haven't cried at least a little bit. Yeah. So, it was a really good movie. I enjoyed it. I think a lot of kids and a lot of families are going to relate to, the whole entire movie of the whole being the red panda, the red pandas and stuff and whatnot. So, no, it's actually a pretty fun movie. I don't have any complaints with it. I think the way that they structured the story, like fluidly, like there was no anything like bad I could say about it. I think they did everything right with the story. I think if you are interested in watching it, I would highly recommend it. I think it's probably one of the best like Pixar movies for this year right now, but we'll just have to see if they come out swinging with another
usually
movie.
Pixar comes out with a movie every couple of years, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think they come out with one yearly. At least they haven't in a while. They usually take 2 or 3 years. And now, here's what I would love. I would love Pixar to maybe tackle a stop motion movie. That could be a lot of fun. They actually tried
to.
They have.
That'll be good. I think it'll be fun to watch.
It just never left the beyond the planning phase and all that.
Yeah. I think it's probably from the test screenings. That's probably what it never made it.
It probably was planned, and then Disney's like, "You're Pixar, you're CG animated. Why do you want to do stop motion?" Kind of thing. I think that's what it was. So that's probably what ended up happening. I do agree on that. But now I will say this: there are parents that are complaining that this film goes maybe a little too far on the puberty angle. Just because they're worried about their little kids watching this and being like, well, what's a period and what's a pad? They talk about that type of stuff. So
yeah, they did.
Parents are gonna have to get used to that one day of talking about
it. They are, but with little kids, they're gonna ask questions like that.
Kids like 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds,
and usually when parents hear, "Oh yeah, it's a Pixar movie," they're like, "Oh, it's fun for all ages because there's going to be jokes that kids won't get, but there's going to be plenty of entertainment for the kids, but it's going to keep the adults entertained as well." This one kind of teeter-totters more towards, tweens,
like young teens.
Young teens. So preteens and that kind of area, like age of puberty kind of things.
We've all been through that stage.
Yeah, so there is that. Now that being said, I think it's a bold move for Pixar to try and tackle that. I think that Pixar has always tackled very harsh topics, I guess is the best way to say it. Like, Coco is literally about moving on but never forgetting. I mean, that's the entirety of Coco, and Coco has made me cry more times than I would like to admit.
Part of the the culture of the Hispanic traditions and stuff, how over in Mexico. Yeah. So
I am drinking my Mexican culture.
Yeah. Getting racist. I'm kidding.
I mean, kinda. No, I'm kidding.
That's why it's like one of my favorite movies, is
Coco is not my favorite Pixar movie. I think Coco has a bad... It followed a lot of the Disney's tropes of basically, surprise villain.
Yeah.
That was the one bad thing about Coco. I was like...
Incredibles 2 kind of pulled that, and
Incredibles 2, well, that was
Coco
because...
made it Coco made it too easy for it to without even having to know that he was a bad, you could tell just by his design.
Yeah,
And it's
just his design. He's just kind of So I do agree on that. Now, I believe Pixar did Encanto, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, Encanto.
Yeah.
Encanto. So now I will say this: Encanto did not make me cry. It did make me tear up. I will say it did make me tear up. It's not really, I didn't shed tears. I have never ugly cried at a movie. I will admit that. I have shed tears for movies, primarily Pixar.
But never.
By tears, I mean 2 or 3 max, and then I wipe my eyes. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So.
It hits you in the feels, but not to the point to where you're sobbing and stuff.
To be fair, Coco, I watched it very shortly after my great-grandmother had passed.
Ooh, yeah.
That's why it hit me.
Yeah.
And I mean, it.
See, when
the remember me thing.
When you do that,
oh man.
Yeah, when you do that, when you do that to yourself, it without even wanting to, not just with Pixar movies, just with anything, you're going to. It's gonna affect you.
It was 2 or 3 days after she had passed. I watched it. Yeah.
You were still fresh from.
Not necessarily.
From that news,
Here's the thing. My great grandmother had. I I hate to get personal here. She had cancer. I did not expect her to go through that. She somehow did. She had lymph nodes cancer. She managed to get through. She got done with chemo. Then she got a UTI because she was a stubborn Southern gal that decided that water was the devil's work and she should only drink Dr. Pepper and sweet tea. And then she got a UTI.
There's actually an older lady out there that actually been doing that for a while.
Well, she got a UTI, and because of that, basically, she got it really bad, and I fucking hate people. Sorry, we almost did not have an episode this week because certain coworkers of mine are at a concert, and one of them just sent me a fucking photo of it.
Oof.
If tickets weren't as expensive as they were, I would have gone. However, they were. So here we are. That being said, back onto Coco. I'm not gonna get too much more personal than that. It was more, I wasn't fresh over it. It was more I was actually over it for the most part. I was like, okay, I expected her to pass. The fact that she did didn't shock me. It was more she was always in and out of a hospital kind of thing because she would trip, she would fall, that kind of stuff. She was 86, if I'm not mistaken. I forget the age. So there's that. You really should be really talking about units right now, dude.
Units?
Oh, UTIs right now? They were cheap, by the way. Oh, okay. So someone actually is watching. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate it. She thought I was talking about UTIs. I was. And she said they were cheap. Yes, they were. However, I only have $41 that I had to make last 2 weeks, or I had to make it last another week. Yeah. So $36? No. But yes, they were too expensive for me. Let me be clear. They were too expensive for me. For me. Not for the rest $36 for a concert ticket is not that bad. I agree. It's not. However, for how much money I had, it was.
Okay. Let me kind of
Rico Caria? Rico Caria? I'm Lewis's number one. Rico Carrera. I'm Lewis's number one fan. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate this. All right. So we're going to go ahead and... It's who?
My best friend from...
All right. So any more thoughts, comments, concerns on Adam Project or Turning Red?
Turning Red, amazing. Just kind of fair warning. Yeah, like we said,
little kids
kind of go a little bit far on the puberty side. So if you're concerned, if you're concerned about that, make sure to watch it first and then decide if you want to let your kids watch it. On the other Netflix movie with Ryan Reynolds, looking forward to watching it. Hopefully.
It's not just Ryan Reynolds.
It's
Zoe Saldana, it's Mark Ruffalo, and it's Jennifer Garner.
Sorry.
It's the Marvel, the Marvel cast, my guy.
It's the Marvel cast. Yeah.
We
have Deadpool. We have Deadpool, Hulk, Elektra, and freaking Gamora in this shit.
Bruh.
I don't know who to. If I don't watch this movie, I don't know who I'd simp for.
All of them.
Oh my God, Joe.
I will send you to horny jail. Do not doubt I will.
I don't doubt you.
Anyways, so
we're gonna go ahead on to our first topic.
I have not seen the Ryan Reynolds movie yet. What I've seen from the clips, the clip scenes I've seen from Red is that it looks good. It looks good for a Pixar movie because it's Pixar. Would I watch it? Yes, but it's mostly because I'm bored. It would be something I would just watch because I'm bored.
I would recommend it even if you're not bored. If you have the time, it's only like an hour 40. It's really short. I would recommend it. Give it a shot. It actually genuinely surprised me. It was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had no idea what I was getting other than time travel and Ryan Reynolds meeting his younger self. I had no idea what I was getting into. And it has some genuine freaking emotion in it. It has a lot. I would highly recommend it. I will have to see Turning Red before I come down to a verdict of whether or not I think it's better than the other. I don't know. I will say
I think you'll like it, but I don't think you'll think it from knowing you, I think you'll like it, but it won't be like the best or the greatest. I
never say anything's the best or the greatest.
Yeah, so I'm a sucker for like family films and stuff because I'm like, damn, that really hits home because I'm like, I want to be a father at some. So
I also would like to be a father at some point, just maybe not to my own kids, and that's for personal reasons that I will not get into. Let's go ahead and get into our first topic. Our first topic for the night is we have the official trailer as of like 7 hours ago for The Boys Season 3. I have seen this. Yeah, The Boys. Look at this chat. This is The Boys. No, I'm kidding. We should have a weekly after show where we talk about that, and I would love to.
Yeah,
I would.
I would have to watch it all the way through for me to have opinion on it.
Well, you have Amazon Prime, buddy.
I've watched the first episode so far. I just haven't got the rest of the series.
Just get through the rest of the series. You'll thoroughly enjoy it. I knowing you, Gallows, you would like it. I genuinely think you'll like it. All right, but this trailer, I can't be more hyped for this fucking season. Because honestly, season 2 was peak hype. I'm not gonna lie. Because like, okay, the Boys came out of nowhere for me. I had no idea what it was.
and like I feel like all I've heard nothing but good, like out of the whole entire show. I know that it's based on a comic. I know that there's a shit ton of shenanigans and just like stupid humor and stuff that like most people like. So it's like, you know,
it is essentially what the Suicide Squad was, but more like what the game is going to be, where it shows it basically is. It's critical of the entirety of superhero, like comics, shows, movies, you name it. It's critical of it. And it basically is, it's a realistic interpretation too, because basically what happens is it is our world, like everything else like that. And then apparently this company came around and they came up with this compound called Compound V that gives certain individuals certain powers. And they give it to certain kids, obviously. Those kids grow up to be mutants. They are essentially mutants, but they are essentially also owned by said company. So like that company markets it. They also star in their own movies. They do heroic stuff, you know, that kind of thing. And it turns out almost every single one of them with powers abuses it, is a dick, is a psychopath, is, you know, something. Like there's a few of them that they had their heyday and then they became heroin addicts, that kind of shit. Like it's well, not heroin, but it's like they can use Compound V. Like one guy uses it like pretty much like steroids, and it's treated like steroids. Like it's making his heart bigger and his dick smaller, and you know, like, and it's like slowly killing him, basically, that kind of thing. They don't show that, by the way. A-Train. So there is that, and I would highly, if you're ever a big Marvel or DC fan, definitely check. If you haven't checked out The Boys, check it out. First off, that it's so entertaining to kind of see superheroes be dicks. I don't know what it is, but it's just so funny to me. And
I feel like it just gives it like a twist.
It's just another way to see superheroes.
And they show that like Superman realistically would be a fucking sociopath. I mean, like he is terrifying in this show.
I think any like superhero / villain can like be flipped. Mm-hmm. Like it just goes to show you like how creative like both sides can be. Like, you know, good, you know, when you have like good and bad, like they can both flip situations and stuff. You can alter stuff, and it's kind of cool to see that.
Yeah, and I will say this: Anthony Starr, though granted he is in prison currently out of I think domestic abuse charges or something like that. I forget what it was, but so apparently he is currently in prison. It is a little awkward, but he does play the show's pretty much main antagonist, which is Homelander. He plays that character very well, you can see just if you know where he ends up in the season 2, you can just see it from the first shot of him in the trailer. He is emasculated. He feels like he has nowhere else to be, kind of thing. Like, and that's gonna make him terrifying in this, because you already saw him cracking in the second season. Really, in the first season, there was moments where he cracked, but like, honest to God, it wasn't that bad. But like, the second season is where it really showed. Like, he's not well. And I'm super pumped to see Billy v. Homelander, just because of what happened in season 2. I'm gonna keep it vague because you guys haven't. Gals has started it but never finished it. I don't think you've even started it.
I've never started it yet.
I think I was on season 2. I caught up.
Season 2 was not the best, because here's the thing: I hated Amazon Prime for doing this. They took the Disney Plus approach, which is they released it weekly.
Of course they did.
And that was a problem, because you were like, oh yeah, another episode's coming out. I was like that because I was pumped and I actually had it in my calendar. I was like, oh cool, new episode's gonna come out, awesome. But then I was like, you know, honestly, I don't care, you know, kind of thing. But I kept watching it, and it did win me over in the end. I thoroughly would I wouldn't say the second season is the best. I'd say it definitely stumbles in the second season, but the first season was definitely a running start. First season is fantastic. It grips you in with like how gory it is. I mean, like literally within the first 10-15 minutes, you see someone get run through by a speedster.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like run through.
I'm on the first episode when he gets boom.
Yeah, he just goes through her. I mean, like, and all these, this one character is all he's holding on to is her hands. Her
just like
fucking
Final
hands.
Destination.
It's terrifying.
Or...
Yeah, it is terrifying, my guy. Like, it is genuinely scary on how, like, just instant it is. It's and it hooks you right then and there. And I'm like, okay, you got me by the balls. You're not letting go. What are we gonna do here? And I was hooked.
It's actually a lot worse than the comic books.
Yeah, no, I heard it's a lot worse than the comic books. But you know, there is all that.
Don't have limits.
If you make a show worse, you make your show more graphic.
Now, I will say this: they did say, according to the comics, those fans, there's anybody that's out there that is watching that is a fan of the Boys comics.
The Boys.
They have stated that we are going to be getting an adaptation of Herogasm in this season.
Shit.
Herogasm,
where Homelander basically collects all the heroes to go on a secret mission to destroy aliens that are coming here to like take over the planet Earth, when in all reality they just go to a private island and have a giant fucking orgy.
No.
I'm not doing it, but some hell fun than what we're doing.
That is going to be a lot of fun to see because it's gross. But if you've seen the first episode, there is a point where you kind of saw a little bit of it. Not Herogasm, but you kind of saw it, what these heroes get up to. Like, there's a guy that can shrink. He's literally naked, and he goes into a woman's folds, shall we say. Literally dives, like, as a miniature. He just... That's it. I'm like...
By the boys came out with an animation, the boys
Diabolical.
Yeah.
It's called Diabolical. I need to watch it, actually. I haven't seen it yet.
Dude, the first episode is basically
the laser baby.
Have any of you guys ever seen the Looney Tunes like a Looney Tunes baby episode?
Yes.
Oh, you mean
that's what it is.
Baby?
Oh man, have I ever?
No, like like an episode, like a Looney Tunes-esque show that has an episode with a baby, kind of like the opening to Roger Rabbit, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's essentially that. That's good.
So basically, the first episode, I don't know if any of you guys saw it. Have you guys seen it yet?
No, not yet.
I've been meaning to.
Like, first episode gives you an old animation style, like an old 50s, 60s animation type SNS. And then it goes from there to better animations and stuff like that.
Like, it just keeps on building up animation from the old times and like upgrading up.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and go on to our next topic. Speaking of trailers, we just got our official teaser trailer for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Oh fuck!
I have thoughts. I have thoughts. And it was initial hype. It was originally like, oh my god, I'm so happy we're finally seeing this show, kind of thing.
Are we about to cancel Christian right now?
No, we're not about to cancel me. You might. I don't know.
I'm gonna hit the big red button.
So, here's my problem. I have one problem, and one problem only.
You can't touch
the Inquisitor looks dumb as shit. I'm sorry.
I do agree with that. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. I do 100% agree with that. I think it's stupid. I think when they introduced,
they should have gotten Jason Isaacs.
Rebels,
here's the thing.
When they did the Inquisitors on Rebels, I know you have a gripe with Rebels, but I think they did very well on.
No, I've gotten through the Inquisitor arc on Rebels. I've gotten through that entire thing. Like, I've gone through it. And I like how it did that. Now, they had Jason Isaacs voice the Grand Inquisitor. Now we're getting Luke, I believe his name is Luke Evans. I want to say it's Luke Evans. I don't know.
Because how hard would it be to find someone who not only has the voice but also
Jason Isaacs? Jason Isaacs is he has a very skinny face for it. This one, his face is too big. and also his head's just kind of doing like this weird mega mind kind of thing, and I'm like,
Mega Mind.
why? Like, don't get me wrong, is it awesome as shit to see the Inquisitors? Yes. Am I concerned?
Did they butcher it with him? Yes.
Maybe.
Am I concerned? Yes.
Yes.
I am heavily concerned because you can't do like the Grand Inquisitor and certain Inquisitors. You can't kill them off. Like, you can incapacitate them, yeah, but they don't die until Rebels. So, and Obi-Wan doesn't even show up till a lot later. Now, that being said, would I love to see a rematch between Darth Vader, which Hayden Christensen is confirmed to come back, meaning we're not just going to see and hear James Earl Jones. We're not just going to see Darth Vader and hear James Earl Jones. I think we're going to get flashbacks. And I also think we are going to get something...
Don't the Inquisitors die one by don't like the Inquisitors dies in the
two of them die by the hands. The Grand Inquisitor kills himself. Basically, he lets go into an explosion. He says there are far more scarier things than death, kind of thing, is what he says. Now, the other Inquisitors, one of them dies by, because we have gotten one in the game, the Fallen Order game, and one of them does die by. I believe it's the Seventh Sister. She dies by Darth Vader. So there are a few of them that die in that game. I think there's two. Ninth Sister and Second Sister. Yes. So,
you kill them.
Yes. Anyways,
I know the Seventh Sister's name, but for the sake of everyone that hasn't played the game, I'm not gonna spoil it.
So, well, we're not really going to talk about the game, but like the other two die by Maul's hand, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I believe they die by Maul's hand. So there is that. And then I know that the Grand Inquisitor he dies. He kills himself, basically. He lets go. And
he says, like, I'm not the most dangerous guy you'll ever meet.
Becoming the Temple Guard again?
Yeah, he was a Temple Guard. It turns out he was one of the Jedi Temple Guards, and he was corrupted by Darth Vader. So I think we are going to see that, because I think that, and it was shown that he was one of the guards that wrongfully arrested Ahsoka Tano. And I think that's when he kind of lost faith. But I think we are going to see that. Now, do I want to see the Inquisitors fly with their fucking stupid ass lightsabers? No, I don't. Please don't. No, please, for the love of God. No.
Love of God, don't.
I swear to God, if you do, I will take a clip of that and I will add the Flight of the Valkyries and I will play it on this goddamn show. I will fucking do it. Don't tempt me. Do not tempt me. It will happen. I don't. Copyright be damned.
Okay. What do you think about a Rebels remake but live action?
I'm not against it.
If they rewrite
Ezra, if they rewrite Ezra, I'm okay. Ezra is my number one gripe with the entire fucking show. Ezra is annoying as shit. I do not like Ezra. Ezra can die. I don't care.
He got a little better towards the last bit.
Even then, every time that he got better, it was kind of the Ben 10. It was like the teenage Ben 10 syndrome, where every time he got better, every time he got more mature, they're like, well, nobody likes that. We're going to bring him back to like his younger self. And I'm like,
it'd probably be an adult. I don't know how old wait.
So basically, is it after everything happened with the Clone Wars or what?
Okay, Kenobi is taking place in 9 ABY, meaning it is taking place 9 years after Revenge of the Sith. That's why we see a young Luke in there. Now, there are a lot of things that we can talk about with this. Basically, for one, everybody's saying that the Inquisitors are drawn to Tatooine, and I don't think it's Obi-Wan, because they would have sensed Obi-Wan. I think genuinely that Luke accidentally uses his Force powers, and that's why the Inquisitors come in. I believe that's what happens. We can see something else happen. I don't know. but I think that Luke accidentally uses some form of a force power, and yeah.
I did.
So.
Good night.
Anyways, any more thoughts, comments, concerns on the Kenobi series teaser trailer?
I think it's gonna be good.
Oh, yeah. That's within that trailer.
Yeah. Oh, the music choices in that trailer are fantastic too.
The teaser trailer gave us, it was great.
I'm super pumped for this show just because we are seeing Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen return.
You know what? I don't get worried about that. If the trailer is going to be so good, they're going to end up fucking the whole series up like they do with a lot of stuff.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind. There is a possibility that we are seeing Rex in this series. There's a lot of hints towards it. Give Tamora Morrison another shot. Honestly, make up for those last 2 or 3 episodes of The Mandalorian. Of The Mandalorian. I'm sorry, The Book of Boba Fett.
We get the fucking point.
Why you gotta throw some shade?
I'm sorry. Did I say the Book of Boba Fett? I mean The Mandalorian season 2.5.
I'll have to come over there and just kick your ass.
Now that being said,
Don't act like I'm going to give you a cookie.
I don't think Tamora Morrison. I love Tamora Morrison. I love him. I don't think he was the right choice for that age Boba Fett. He's in his 60s, and Boba Fett is only supposed to be in his 40s by that point.
Yeah.
He's just too old. I'm sorry. If this would have been made like 10 years ago, it could have worked. In my personal opinion, it could have worked. Now, I'm not complaining too much. Now, his son would have been a fantastic choice.
Yeah, that's a kid.
Yeah, Tamora Morrison has a kid. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, honestly, he would have been good. Well, yeah.
New Zealander.
No, he's not New Zealander. Isn't he Polynesian?
I don't really know. I just know where he's from. The men are men, and the women are like the men.
Anyways, on to our next topic. So, for those of you that don't know, James Gunn is currently writing a Coyote versus Acme, which is going to be a live-action animated hybrid of basically Wile E. Coyote is suing the Acme Corporation for basically all the faulty products that he's gotten over the years. But we also have our yes, this is a real movie that's going to be coming out, and I cannot be more excited about it because James Gunn is attached. Here's basically the gist of it. So the reason why you saw Peacemaker in that thumbnail there is because, well, here's the reason why. Because John Cena has joined the cast along Will Forte, as Will Forte is going to be the billboard lawyer that Wile E. Coyote hires to sue Acme, and John Cena is going to be the Acme Corporation's lawyer. So,
and his name
John Cena is going to be playing a lawyer, and I'm super interested in this because I really think this is going to be fun. Because honestly, you put James Gunn and John Cena together, they work well, and I like that. I like that James Gunn really works well with everybody. I love that. Well, maybe not Disney.
Plus John Cena and his background of wrestling, professional wrestling, he's trust me,
he's done.
He can pretty much do anything.
You're not wrong. I do agree, but I think he is done with wrestling. But yeah, I'm super pumped for this because it's an original idea. That's hard to do. Now, granted, are they mostly profiting off of? Are they profiting off of a original IP? Yeah. But I don't think any live action animated hybrid has really done that. And I think personally this could be entertaining as all fucking hell.
Looney Tunes back in action with Brendan Fraser.
Looney Tunes back in action tried. I will give it benefit of the doubt. It tried. God,
I'm just saying that. Don't
damn
forget
it,
about
did it
that
try.
movie.
I'm not forgetting about it.
It was still a good movie. It was
okay.
still a good movie.
And you got.
My only question
it was okay.
is the Roadrunner going to be in this?
Yes, I believe the Roadrunner is going to be in this, but I believe they're also both going to be silent. I noticed we haven't gotten a voice actor.
Roadrunner.
Thank God.
Though, to be fair, James Gunn, if you really want to have a funny as shit out of context thing, have Wile E. Coyote speak one line. And here's who you get to play him. Either you get Jason Statham.
Nah.
Mark Hamill.
Okay, that I will
Mark Hamill.
I could go behind that.
John DiMaggio.
Yeah.
Or,
Mark Hamill, DiMaggio.
And hear me out. Will Ferrell.
Okay, actually, that'd be actually pretty funny.
You lost me at Will Ferrell. Christian, you lost me at Will Ferrell.
I'm sorry. Think about how hilarious that would be. Just have some random out of context actor 100% speak the one line that Wile E. Coyote gets.
I get the other two,
I
but
don't know.
Will Ferrell, I don't know.
I think Will Ferrell could be
but
funny. I think it could be
If
hilarious.
If I had Troy Cam working, I was about to give you a look like you're smoking something with Jason Statham.
Here's the thing. Jason Statham would be so funny because it would be so out of left field. Be like, oh yeah, when I think Wile E. Coyote, I don't think Jason Statham. And that's why it would be funny.
Imagine
about it.
Okay,
Okay, so my buddy Jared over here, he brought up a really good point. Danny DeVito. For the one line, that would be genuinely, I do agree, that would be genuinely hilarious. Also, Jared, thank you for tuning in.
Imagine.
So anyway, I just started doing
Imagine the Roadrunner, the Roadrunner being the boss of Agni.
No, I don't see that happening. Now, having James Gunn maybe make a cameo as the lead, as the head of Acme, that would be funny.
Or
honestly, Danny DeVito would be a really funny choice too. I think Danny DeVito as the head of Acme would be really funny. Or, since Joe brought up Looney Tunes back in action, Steve Martin.
Or just have a surprise thing that being Bugs.
Bugs would be too obvious though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Daffy would just be like...
Daffy would be too obvious too. Don't make it any of the Looney Tunes characters, unless you're gonna make it,
Elmer Fudd.
No.
Or Yosemite Sam, because he has to do with guns.
I could see it working, yes, but no. No, I think personally, if you're gonna have some random out of left field, no context given, head of Acme, Marvin the Martian. Exactly.
I say Porky
Marvin the Martian. Yeah.
Porky Pig would be funny.
Mars.
Yeah.
Have
Anyways.
it be voiced by Luis from March.
Anyways, any more thoughts, comments, concerns on Acme versus Coyote versus Acme?
If this is done well,
hopefully they do it well.
Fuck yes.
Well, okay, here's the reason why I have faith. James Gunn's writing it. Now, that doesn't mean that it's going to be perfect. There's been plenty of James Gunn written movies that were terrible. One that I love on an unironic level, Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead.
I haven't watched that yet.
I actually like Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. I know a lot of people don't. Here's why I think it's as good as it is because James Gunn wrote it. Part of the reason why I like the live-action Scooby-Doo movies as much as I do the first two, they were also written by James Gunn. So, I'm just saying, James Gunn writing is good. You just got to get a good enough director to go with it. Honestly, I think I'm trying to think. Sam Raimi would be an odd choice, but I would welcome it. I think personally, get
Evil
somebody.
Dead, Easter egg.
Well, here's the thing. I think personally, maybe have Kenneth Branagh would be an interesting choice. I would like to see him tackle something like that. But honestly, I think a good choice is if you're not going to have James Gunn direct it himself, I personally think that what's his name? I'm blanking on this guy's name. I don't know directors as well as I should.
Well, I feel disappointed.
What is his name? Anyways, I think you got to get a good director for this. But any more thoughts, comments, concerns on this?
I think it's gonna be a funny and good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I've been itching for a new Looney Tunes movie of some kind because fuck Space Jam 2.
To go on with Joe's, I really haven't been itching for a Looney Tunes movie, but
I've been itching for a good Looney Tunes movie for a while.
Also, fuck Space Jam 2 and
fuck LeBron. Don't fuck Space Jam 2. Space Jam 2 is funny on an unironic level. No, it's entirely funny on an ironic level. I hate that movie, but I love hating it. It's one of those. It's one of those just so bad it's good movies.
I don't like that movie.
It's so bad it's good.
I don't. I'd rather watch the first one.
I'm telling you, it is so fucking batshit insane. It's so bad it's good.
I'd rather watch the first one, and even though everybody hates the first one, I'd rather watch the first one than the second.
The first one is just 90s commercial fucking products. That's all it is.
Yeah, and also,
I thought he aged gracefully.
They also nerfed Lola Bunny.
Joe, remember, horny jail is a thing.
I think everybody, people who didn't like the Looney Tunes movies, probably because of the bugs, because of the whole Lola Bunny type of thing.
Anyways,
even then, I mean, it was
so from one Warner Brothers property to another. Here's some sad news, folks. We unfortunately have a lot of Warner Brother movies pushbacks. The prequel, I know a lot of Chalamet fans are going to be very, very sad. Timothy Chalamet's prequel for Willy Wonka has been pushed back. I think
probably for the best.
Probably. I know The Flash has been pushed back, and I feel so bad for it. Though, granted, there are some good news. There is some good news about that Ben Affleck's version of Batman will not go away after this because of fan petitions. It's going to be a new cut. So, good for that. I actually am Batfleck.
Please don't.
I love Ben Affleck as Batman. He was the best part of Batman v Superman. What the fuck, Joe? Fuck
no,
you.
I'm just saying. No, I was just like, I wish we kind of got more Ben Affleck Batman before the now.
Well, here's the thing: is
shit happens for a reason.
It does. Now, was I disappointed that the Batman did not end up being Ben Affleck's Batman movie? Yes. Was I very accepting of what we got? Absolutely. It's one of my favorite films this year. It's not like there's been much to top that. Scream.
There is a joke about the Batman. There is a joke about the Batman. It took Robert Pattinson, how many Twilight movies were there? Like maybe 6, 5?
Or 5 of them.
It took 4 movies.
No, 5.
It took 5 movies for him to actually become a bat.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I fucking hate all of you. Anyways, that being said, and the reason why I hate you is because it's so clever, it's painful. God damn it. Anyways,
it hurts, but it's fucking funny.
Anyways, we also have, I believe, I forget which movie it is, but I know that one has now been pushed up against.
Which one?
Yeah, Black Adam has been pushed up against Avatar 2.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're literally coming out a week after each other. So it's going to be Avatar 2, then Black Adam. And I'm like,
well, you know which one I want to see more than the other.
They better not fuck up. They better not fuck up the story on Avatar 2. That's all I'm saying. Because if they fuck it up, they already lost everything. They already lost it. Like,
I am only going to see Avatar 2 because I want to see how batshit insane it is. And I also want to see how gorgeous the visual effects have actually aged. Because that first movie still holds up. And that came out over 10 years ago.
When they announced the release date, when they announced the release date for it, I'm rewatching the first one.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I'll watch it on mute. I don't care. It's a gorgeous masterpiece. You can kiss my ass.
So why is that?
It's
the person who said you watch it on mute.
Mute because the fucking dialogue is trash. What the fuck are you talking about? Plus, there's some subtitles.
It's really not that bad, Christian. Come on. I mean, you rag on Harry Potter more than you do that movie.
I rag on the Fantastic Beasts movies. I don't rag on Harry Potter.
That is true. You do rag on Harry Potter pretty good
because
amount.
Because I don't want to talk about Avatar all that often. It happened. It was a thing. I'm done. I mean, that's kind of my whole thought process.
It didn't even have much of a story.
No, it's Dances with Wolves in Space with Blue fucking... That's what it is.
What the fuck did you want from it? What the fuck did you want from it?
Better fucking human character. Hey, first off, better lead character. Because fuck you.
Jake Sully.
Jake Sully is a dull piece of wood. I don't like Jake Sully. Jake Sully can go die. I don't care. Now, Natiri, yes, I like her. She's cool. Oh no, we're supposed to feel bad for the dad that we had all of like 10 minutes with. Like, I'm sorry. You know, and then also Miles Quaritch is the most over-the-top villain. Now, granted, he is entertaining. Yes, he is very entertaining. I love me some Stephen Lang, and Stephen Lang was having a blast with that movie.
To be fair, would you rather watch the live action of The Last Avatar, Airbender, or Avatar?
I'd rather watch Avatar instead of fucking Airbender, right?
I'd rather give Christian a cranial lobotomy than watch the last Airbender movie again.
You may not like my answer.
Exactly.
You may not like my. You may not like my answer.
Exactly. Exactly why you're quiet, huh? You motherfucker. Exactly why you're saying quiet.
At least the last Airbender is laughably bad. I'm sorry.
No. Fuck you, Christian.
Casting choices were fucking whack, honestly.
Fucking Aang Kaang. Go fuck yourself.
Need I remind you? Penis hair.
Yeah, it's not exactly very sexy.
Granted, it takes an hour and a half, but god damn it, penis hair.
I don't get it, but it's fucking hilarious.
Anyways, I am sad about these winter. I feel bad for Flash, man. This thing was announced all the way back in 2016, man. Come on.
What are you gonna do? Pandemic, and with other shit that's happening.
Didn't happen until 2019, dude. Like this thing's been pushed back like 3 or 4 times before that.
Probably for a good reason.
I think
they're probably having just trouble because, like, you gotta understand, like, when you think about the pandemic too, it's like you gotta also think about it. It's like, what are the best?
I think it got pushed back to February, if not March. I want to say, maybe even April.
How much hate it's gonna be?
Oh, I know how much hate it's gonna get because of Amber Heard, and she can go fucking die in hell. I don't care. Now, granted, is this a perfect opportunity to reshoot all of her scenes? Absolutely, it is. Get Emilia Clarke on the phone. I'm sure she's willing to do it. But that being said,
what's that? I can actually simp for Miss Clarke.
Actually, honestly, honest to God, Lewis, come back.
I think I broke him.
Ana de Armas as Mira. Think about it. Ana de Armas as Mira. Think
I feel like
about
I should know who that is.
Ana de Armas?
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It could work.
I feel like I know that name.
It could work.
But
it should work. Please tell me it works. I'm telling you it works. It really does. Lewis, get your ass back here. If you don't Chris Ray-gun chair roll right fucking now, I swear to God. Anyways.
You made Daddy mad. He's gonna have to spank you.
How do you guys feel about these pushbacks / Black Adam being pushed up?
Black Adam, I'm not surprised. Avatar and Flash are kind of like Avatar. Not really surprised.
Avatar isn't a Warner Bros. Movie. I was just bringing that up because Black Adam is going to be facing off against it.
The Flash is probably like stuck in development hell.
Flash is probably like very surprising because of how well and how a lot of like just hype and how everybody's been waiting for the Flash to finally end. So I mean, I'm kind of surprised on that point of like they should already at least have some way of finishing it off. But I mean,
I
what
think
can you
everything
do?
else.
So I mean,
anything that got pushed back.
You're talking about the show, not the movie.
No, we're talking about the movie.
It's probably been in development hell.
Well, but we finally have a trailer, though. That's the thing. Here's the thing. Most of these movies are done filming. Like, I think the only one that hasn't been finished filming, I think is Aquaman 2. I think Aquaman 2 started filming a few months ago. They're about to wrap up though, I believe. And then I know Black Adam is done filming. They're just working on visual effects at the moment.
Well, that's the reason why
The Flash.
wait, so remind me again for Black Adam, did they keep Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Black Adam or did you recast him?
No, they kept him.
I kept
No,
him.
they kept him. We also have Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate.
Okay. Because for a second I thought they like recasted him. I didn't know.
No.
This was gonna be Black Adam.
Okay, so any more thoughts, comments, concerns on these pushbacks?
I mean, we kind of should have expected it. They always push back their movies and shit sometimes. I wouldn't change the difference.
But they seemed like they were finally getting on a roll with everything, and then
they really were. They were
dude,
even
the
saying
Batman
in,
is like it's the highest grossing
like,
film of this year.
Got movies left and right, and they fuck up on it. So
Well, no, the Batman was like the highest grossing movie of this year so far. I mean, it's already made back its budget domestically.
No, like I think I know that it probably wasn't the popular like movie right now, but I think out of all the movies probably came out this year, that's probably one of that made its money, like made its returns.
Well,
100%.
yeah. So was Scream. That's why Scream 6 got announced so quick.
Yeah.
Which I know how you feel about that, Lewis. Anyways, on to our next topic. We now thanks to a now deleted Amazon merchandise, we now have our first kind of look at a fully hulked out She-Hulk in
Ew.
and I think she looks fine.
She does.
Joe.
No, I'm agreeing with
finally they were like a She-Hulked version of herself,
A hulked out version of her, not only in her kind of like superhero spandex, but also in a lawyer uniform, which I'm super kind of pumped about because that's usually what She-Hulk chooses to stay in Hulk form, and then just like lawyers it up, and I'm super pumped to see that. That'd be kind of cool.
I would like to see an encounter between She-Hulk and Hulk together.
Yeah,
no, you would not.
They're gonna have that.
That would be a while.
There's not gonna be a fight.
Now,
now, I will say this: Abomination is coming back in this show.
He can go get his ass
really?
whooped.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think they teased him?
Because
why do you think they teased him?
This.
Here's the thing: why do you think they teased him in Shang-Chi?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yup.
I forgot about they did that.
Yup.
Abomination and Shang-Chi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The guy who's now the
Tim Roth,
the wizard, the
Supreme
wizard or whatever.
You're talking about Wong, played by Benedict Wong.
Yeah.
Wong.
Wong and him were fighting, even though it was weird because they were on friendly terms.
Yeah, it was just it was a cage fight, is what it was. There's plenty of fighters that are friends after they do their cage fight. I mean, it's not uncommon. But that being said, I'm super pumped for this show just because we are getting Abomination back. I'm happy that they're not completely, just saying, oh yeah, the Incredible Hulk didn't really happen, that kind of thing. Like they'll tease it and everything else like that. But it's like, okay, that's fine, whatever.
Betty Ross or something.
Now, I don't think Betty Ross is coming back. because this is a She-Hulk show. It's not a Hulk show. It's a She-Hulk show.
No, just say something about why we haven't seen the Betty Ross.
I know that Betty Ross was like blipped though. I know she was dusted.
So explain to me why Hulk and She-Hulk should never meet at some point, because I'm not.
No, they're going to meet.
It's because of to me, if they do meet, is it the fact that let's hope they don't meet in a kind of lovers type of way.
Oh,
they're cousins.
I didn't mean. I didn't.
Yeah, because the fact that that's how it is. That's what he does. That's what they do.
They don't fuck each other.
I meant it.
Unless we're talking about the old man. No. Unless we're talking about the old man Logan timeline, by which case, yes, they do. But that's a whole different thing.
No, what I was talking about like just them interacting would be cool.
Yeah, we're gonna get that. No, we're getting that. Mark Ruffalo is returning.
Yeah, I was never talking about lovers. I was just talking about like it would be cool for them to like, oh shit, two, of the same people. Holy fuck, we're not the only ones who have the same fucking problem.
No, yeah, I am. I can't say no. I can't say how excited I am for the show because I need to see more. That's my only problem. Because we only got a teaser, I think, so far. I need to see a full trailer. And that's what I really want to see. But
give me more, my big boy.
I don't think Hulk's going to be in this show very often because I think they're already going to spend the money on the She-Hulk. I
meant to say Banner, but yes.
No, I know what you meant. I'm just saying I don't think Hulk is going to be in this show as much as maybe Mark Ruffalo, but I don't think he's going to be Hulked out kind of thing. Any more thoughts, comments, concerns on our first official appearance of a fully Hulked out She-Hulk?
Give me more green.
2 thumbs up. Can't wait to see it. So
I'll give you more green. I got you green right here.
Can't wait to see it.
I meant it.
Anyways, on to our next topic. Our next topic is Keanu Reeves, of all people, is going to be voicing the Batman in DC's Super Pets.
Breathtaking.
Oh, shit.
And we already have our first official clip. We also have our first official clip of him doing said Keanu. It's basically Keanu Reeves. That's all it is. It's just Keanu Reeves' voice. He doesn't change it.
Who's doing the character for the dog, though?
Kevin Hart.
Of course.
Oh, wow.
Well, you're not gonna
because Dwayne Johnson is voicing Crypto.
Of course.
That being said, though, from what I've seen from Kevin Hart in this, like from what we've heard and seen, he's playing it more serious than anything else.
What? Him being more serious?
I know, right? Especially in a Dwayne Johnson movie.
He plays some serious roles. Kevin Hart has some serious roles that he plays.
If you were to recast both Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart, who would you put for both of those roles? Like, if just hypothetically, like who would you want?
I know. Here's the thing. I think for Crypto, I think Dwayne Johnson's a fine choice. If I were to replace him, I would say honestly, trying to think.
John C. Reilly and somebody.
I don't see John C. Reilly. I would see John C. Reilly maybe voicing like the Flash's Turtle.
Who was the original voice actor for Crypto from like the cartoon series on Boomerang when they had
he'd be a good choice. Shit. Yeah. Now, I will say this for Kevin Hart's role, Ace the Bat Hound. Hear me out.
Now I'm gonna be doing some
Jason Statham.
Jason
Statham. I'm telling you, he just has a voice for it, man. I don't know what it is about Jason Statham. Maybe the fact that the Meg got pushed back. I don't know. I never really liked the Meg. I didn't see it. I didn't care for it. It wasn't my favorite. But I like Jason Statham. I think Jason Statham's voice could go really well with Ace the Bat Hound. The only other choice, and it would have been fine with me, is Kevin Conroy. I'm sorry. Kevin Conroy would have been a good choice.
No, you're right.
Kevin Conroy would have been a good choice. It would have been an odd choice, but it would have been a good choice. The only other person I could, like, honestly, Jensen Ackles would have been okay. He would have been fine. There's plenty of people, like, you just gotta get this, you gotta get a person that can do, like, a gruff voice, and you got Ace the Bat Hound. Honestly, Keanu Reeves wouldn't have been a bad choice for Ace the Bat Hound, but because it's fucking Dwayne Johnson in a kid's movie, he has to have Kevin Hart. Don't know why. He just does. Even though he did Baywatch without Kevin Hart. Yeah.
I mean, if Kevin Hart wasn't Baywatch, that would have been something.
It would have been funny. Instead, we got Hannibal King. Honestly, Hannibal King would have been fine. If you're gonna go for a comedian, Hannibal King would have been kind of cool to play. Freaking. He would have been cool to play Ace the Bat Hound. I like Hannibal. He's funny. Anyways, you guys ready to go on to our next topic?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on to our next topic.
All right. Our next topic is the originally slated GCPD prequel series for the Matt Reeves' The Batman universe has now evolved into a Arkham Asylum series. And it's going to be horror vibes.
We don't get no Harley Quinn origin story in this. That would be kind of a bit of a
It would be too cliche and too weird.
Yeah,
I'm not saying for I'm just saying for a first season, no. Maybe tease her, have her be a background character, but second season be a Harley Quinn origin. Yeah, that's fine.
There's one person from the Batman animated series of comic books that I just want to see in a movie or something. And hear me on this. Arnold Wesker, the ventriloquist.
Yeah, he could be cool.
Well, of course, yeah. I would think so too.
Yeah.
He's not really a well-known Bat villain, but he's really a good, like somewhat okay Bat villain.
Ventriloquist is fine. I actually like the ventriloquist. He's kind of cool.
If you watch the Batman series, you know what I'm saying.
I have. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I have. That's why I agree with you. Joe. Because I think that it'd be awesome to see him in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure. We're getting for the top character, for the top villain. We're probably
already in the asylum, but like you'd see stuff like you'd probably have a couple episodes too that show him what happens to him leading up to having the puppet and Scarface puppet and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he hasn't really been shown in live action or anything yet.
No, he's been shown in animated form, but that's about it. He was hinted at in the Arkham Knight series, the Arkham Knight game. He was you saw the Scarface puppet.
Then again, Maxie Zeus hasn't appeared yet in the movie either.
I can't do Maxie Zeus. Maxie Zeus is too much of a cunt.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about but the fact that he does some weird shit with drugs.
Mm-hmm. All right. Lewis, you have any comments?
Nope.
But yeah, the ventriloquist, like, he's one of the most villains that you kind of just can't help but feel a little bad for, because like multiple personality. I don't know if he has dissociative identity disorder or multiple personality, but
he's like Two-Face. He has a identity DID.
Yeah.
Instead of it being like his face cut in half with two different personalities, he has a doll for that second personality, basically.
Okay, so have you guys seen the Robot Chicken sketch where Two-Face keeps getting like different parts of his face messed up, and he's like, "No, call me Three-Face," and it's like it keeps going.
There's another Batman villain I'm gonna quickly look up that hasn't been.
But Lewis, what do you have any thoughts on this Arkham Asylum horror series?
I hopefully they do a good job and don't butcher it. I hope they bring okay, I know Joker and the more known villains, like I get that, like put them on there. More
don't
Scarecrow or any.
I would love to see Matt Reeves' interpretation of Scarecrow.
More Scarecrow, more of like the other, like just side villains and even just stupid
Professor
ones.
Pig.
Professor Pig would be interesting. The Mad Hatter.
I
would love to see the Mad Hatter. Yeah.
What's his name? The dude cuts himself after every kill.
Victor Zsasz.
Mothman.
He'd be a little dark, though.
God damn it! I want to see Kite Man. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'll see
he's smoking some shit right now.
Wait, hold on. Isn't there an actual like bat villain, like an actual like?
Man-Bat?
Yeah.
Man-Bat, yeah, I would love to see Man-Bat, though granted he wouldn't work in Arkham Asylum necessarily.
I mean, but
I would love to see him as like an
Easter.
I would love to see an Easter egg, or maybe like have it be kind of a little side quest in what is it in have it be like maybe a side quest in the what is it, the sequel. I would love it to have like kind of be one of the characters in the sequel.
Also Firefly, but he's kind of just a pyromaniac.
Firefly is showing up in the Batman or the Batgirl movie, and he's gonna be played by Brendan Fraser.
Condiment Man?
I wonder if he's gonna have to drop more poundage for that.
Condiment King, is that what you're talking about?
Oh god,
Condiment
no.
Maybe hint at him.
He's a joke villain, for fuck's sake.
Maybe hint at him. I'm not saying necessarily make him interesting. Maybe, honest to God, here's the thing. You can hate me for this. Get Sam Rockwell to play him.
Okay, here's another thing that bugs me that we haven't seen yet, although he'd be a pain in the ass to animate. Clayface.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
I would love to see Clayface.
Bad animated.
And also Lady Shiva.
Now, who would you get to play Clayface?
That depends on which Clayface version we're talking about here, because you got like Basil Carl.
Who played the Thing in Fantastic Four? I would have him play Clifford.
Which version? You're talking about Michael Chiklis, or are we talking about Jamie Bell?
The first
Michael Chiklis?
Fantastic Four. Yeah.
Michael Chiklis.
I mean,
yeah, I can see him working.
There's like 5 people that have been Clayface. The 2 most well-known are Basil Carl and Matthew Hagen. Hagen was the one that's been in a couple of Batman cartoons.
He was in the animated series. He was like the actor that used like this makeup, and it like completely fucked him over, right?
There was also a cartoon not related.
Was it Clayface Black at one point?
There was also the Batman cartoon, but that's not related to the Batman the movie here.
To me, I think it makes sense just because of like him in general. He's already played like a monster or like slash like character that had to do with like the Thing. So I mean he suits him well. So I mean, if you just slap that on, there's not really much.
I wouldn't mind seeing Michael Chiklis get more work. I like that idea. Michael Chiklis playing Clayface.
Killer Moth, but Killer Moth's just a joke guy.
Yeah,
kinda.
So on Clayface, I would love to see Clayface. I agree. I think it would be a pain in the ass to animate, but I think it would be worth it.
I mean, just don't make him like the Sandman.
No.
Because I mean, they can
now,
pull a Thing
that being
because,
said,
I mean, how hard
you
was,
get Thomas Hayden
how hard was it
Church.
for them to, like,
You get Thomas Hayden Church to voice Scarecrow. I'm interested. You have my interest.
I will say also, I would want at some point see another DC movie having to do with the dark multiverse. At point.
I think that's all that Zack Snyder. I think that's all that Zack Snyder wants to do. I think he wants to do Dark Knight Returns and then Dark Side, kind of thing. Because in the Snyder cut, we already got the freaking Bat Tank from the Dark Knight Returns. No, you think I'm joking?
Tank.
They literally call it the Bat Tank.
Yeah, that shit was awesome. I love it.
Yeah. Which, by the way, if you guys haven't seen the animated Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and 2, highly recommend it. They are fantastic. They are on HBO Max. They are phenomenal.
Aren't they doing like a reading of the original Batman like comic books or whatever somewhere? I don't know. I think in HBO. If I'm correct. I know that they said the Batman, and they're
oh yeah, the Batman series.
I just want
the Batman. Like you're talking about the one with what's his name that voices the Joker? Like he has like dreadlocks or whatever. That version. Mm-hmm. I would love to see that. I know Batman how it ends cartoon? Too. Yeah, the Batman cartoon. That would be interesting. I would definitely love. I never really fully got to watch it. I thought it was scary as a kid because I had one of like the I had a. It was like an interactive game / movie kind of thing. They had one for Revenge of the Sith, and then they had one for that. I forget what it was. I forget on what system it was. But it was like a CD that you put in there and it plays it on the screen for you. It's actually pretty cool.
I think it's just a movie because
Kevin Michael Richardson is his name.
Yeah, Kevin Michael Richardson. Uncle Phil? Really?
Yeah.
Fresh Prince?
I think that's Uncle Phil. Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to Uncle
He's
Phil.
actually voiced a couple other different characters throughout some other shit. Like,
oh, speaking of which, did you guys know that Uncle Phil voiced the Shredder in the original TMNT cartoon?
No, I did not, actually.
Yeah, he voices Shredder.
He's got that deep.
But I was gonna take over Earth.
He's also
God, that
Trigon
cartoon
and Teen
is-
Titans and.
Right.
There's
No, that's
There's
not
just so
Uncle Phil.
many.
My bad. No, that's not Uncle Phil. That's a different guy. My bad.
Oh, Mr.
there's just
Reeves
so
is
many
awesome.
characters that can be introduced in the Arkham Asylum series.
No, I agree. I would love to see Clayface, not necessarily in the Arkham Asylum series, though granted that could work in the favor of a horror vibe. When I think of specific characters that would work in a Arkham Asylum series, when it comes to horror vibe, obviously Joker, because Joker can be terrifying.
Dude, he's the Harlequin I fucking hate.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, honest to God, I believe he could work. I think
Is it like, was he ever already been
Victor
in a chemical bath?
Zaz. No, I don't think we're
Yeah.
gonna do a chemical bath. I don't think that they're gonna do that in this version. I don't know.
I'm a whack, but I'm not the director.
Yeah. So I think Victor Zaz would work fantastic in this because of the vibe that he's a serial killer, but he cuts himself with every victim.
He gives himself a
Yeah.
time mark after arranging the corpse of his victims in like a
Yeah.
lifelike pose.
Exactly. So
He saves it's according to the comics and whatnot, he's saving a special spot for Batman, and I don't want to fucking know where.
it's probably on his ass cheek. Anyways, that being said, I do plan on making that a t-shirt, by the way. But yeah, I think Clayface could work. I don't want to use Joker, but I think Victor Zaz could work. I think
It would
to a
have
lesser
be
extent
Matt
Poison
Hagen
Ivy.
or Carlo.
Yeah.
I think Poison Ivy could work. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think he could.
I mean, yeah.
Calendar
Bane?
Man could be kind of creepy. Bane, I don't see working in an Arkham Asylum show, though I would love Dave Bautista to finally fucking play Bane. I think he's perfect for that role.
Okay, this is probably stupid, but hear me on this. But Mr. Freeze,
Yes, the Matt Reeves has stated that he wants to do a grounded version of Mr. Freeze in the sequel.
Yep.
probably
So-
change it where he doesn't have his
Imagine
wife
we
Nora,
get
but-
Arnold out of nowhere.
An older
What?
Arnold? I could see it working actually, because Arnold, here's the thing, when he wasn't making ice puns and being an ass, he actually does kind of do some of the dramatic stuff really well. Like, Arnold's a surprisingly good dramatic actor.
I still
It's
think
just
he's a good. You know, if you set aside all the puns and stuff, I feel like if it was writing was a lot better, he still does a good job as Mr. Freeze. I really do love him as Mr. Freeze. As much as I love him as the Terminator, he does a really good job as Mr. Freeze.
he's not my favorite
I don't
Mr.
know
Freeze.
why, it just fits him.
At least a
just
throwaway
fits
line
him.
about
For some reason,
jingle
it just
all the
fits.
way.
Now, Bryan Cranston as Mr. Freeze, 100%. I would love
Yeah,
that. I would
go for
kill.
that.
I would kill for a Bryan Cranston. Everybody's
Okay,
like,
now-
oh, Patrick Stewart. I'm like, yes, but if he was like 20 years younger, I agree.
When we're talking about Mr. Freeze, are you referring to like him having a human face and just like how they did it with Arnold, or are you talking about like Batman the animated series where like he's like has like kind of like a shard like of like a pointy shard, kind of like ice shard sticking out as his like face and just like the red
It
eyes?
means more grounded. That means he wouldn't have his suit.
No, we don't know how grounded he's saying. It could be more like he has a skin condition kind of thing that he has to constantly keep cold. Hence the reason he would have a suit.
The
Isn't that the original reason why? He has
No,
a
it
skin
was because
condition?
he fell into a vat of chemicals that it was like liquid nitrogen and something, and it chemically froze.
Nitrogen, yeah.
Yeah, it
There's
like froze
High amount
him,
of liquid nitrogen.
and he managed, even though he managed to survive, he can now no longer survive in warmer
Be in the
climates.
heat.
Yeah, he can't
Enjoy
survive in
it,
warmer
yeah.
climates.
He can't be on the Galveston beach without a suit.
Without a suit, yeah. So there's that. I think it could work. But any more thoughts, comments, concerns on the Arkham Asylum series?
Hugo Strange question mark?
I just hope it does well.
I can see Hugo Strange.
Yeah, we don't have a live action Hugo Strange. If
No,
he
we
didn't
do.
die, wait.
Yeah, we
The
did.
Gotham series.
We had it in the Gotham,
Oh yeah.
and it
I was
was
gonna
actually
say-
played very well. I was very.
I
kind of
noticed that
concerned about it as well.
they stayed very careful on not saying Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Well, technically he's a professor, but yes.
Yes. So they said Professor Strange, but they never said Doctor Strange.
If he was still alive this day, I would have said Christopher Lee would have been a nice.
Or they would say Ego
Christopher
Strange.
Lee would have been a fantastic Hugo Strange. You're not wrong. Ian McKellen.
I must know the identity of Bruce Wayne.
Actually,
well,
okay, hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second. Gina Carlo Esposito is Hugo Strange. Tell me I'm
Okay,
wrong.
Actually sounds great.
Tell me I'm wrong.
That would be a good casting choice.
Yes.
How about just no Scarface jokes or anything?
Yeah, exactly. All right. So on to our final. Joe, calm the horniness. All right, but it is going to be something that's going to make you sad.
Uh-oh.
Further delays on Halo Infinite Online, as well as the co-op story mode, co-op campaign, has also been delayed. And I'm going to say it.
Fuck!
I'm going to say it. I think Halo is going to be dead on arrival. Not because, I mean, it's already, it showed that it was a good launch. It showed that. However, here's the problem. They've had nothing new. And there's so many fucking problems with it. That's the only issue.
You want a battleground. You want a fucking battleground, Christian.
I don't necessarily hate the idea of a battle royale. Fix fucking Forge and custom matches first, and big team battle, and we'll talk.
File share, man.
Here's the thing you gotta realize of me playing Halo. The fact that everybody was playing since the first Halo game, and then the second Halo game, and then we went to like 3, and then from 3 to Halo Reach, and then after that point, like Halo 5 tanked. It doesn't get, at a certain point, you've already played multiplayer and Forge a long time. Let alone everybody knows that Forge on Halo Reach, that was probably the best one that a lot of people enjoyed because of all the shenanigans and all the game modes prior.
Also file share.
At this point in time, there's nothing more that they can do besides try to get it out in time. I know that on another side note that right now I think they said that a lot of people are still waiting on MW2 remastered multiplayer coming out. I'm looking forward to that. I'm fucking waiting. I hope to God and pray to God that there's no fucking transactions, but there's probably going to be a middle finger with Activision telling me go fuck myself, and there are going to be a season pass with the MW2 lobbies, which I'm going to be pissed about. But at the same time, it is worth. I probably will have more memories now with MW2 whenever it's finally released. Probably either this or either next year or the year after. Who knows? I know they went silent, and I know Microsoft bought Activision, so we'll have to see. Just the same thing with Bungie got bought by Sony as well too. So we'll have to see what all this other stuff of like them just flipping different companies together, and we'll see what happens. So
you guys gotta remember, right after the 3 years are up, we don't have Call of Duty to our to PlayStation no more.
Yeah,
you're fucking shitting me. No way.
No, I'm not shitting. After 3 years, Activision, Windows has said after 3 years you're gonna take Call of Duty off of PlayStation.
Oof.
Yeah, now
so that means you're gonna be only able to play it on PC and Xbox. Damn.
Yeah.
And it's gonna
piss off a whole lot of people because they just lost a bunch of people for it.
What's the whole fucking point? What's the whole fucking point of crossplay in the first place then? Like, the fuck? That's what I'm saying. What the fuck is the point of crossplay? What the fuck is the point of even trying to fight for crossplay in the first place? I'm fucking sick and tired of it being exclusives. I get that, companies want to have exclusive games, but like, come on. Like, it's been who knows how many years now of us playing video games? Even when Sega Genesis and the Atari came out, at this point, we should already have everything crossplay. I'm sick and tired of having to, buy different consoles in order to fucking play, games that I would enjoy. Just fucking,
I'm surprised Angry Joe hasn't done a video on this.
I understand that there's like, maybe I get it, like Zero Horizon Zero Dawn or The Last of Us being only like an exclusive on PlayStation. I get that,
First
okay?
Party, kinda.
But at the same time, I'm like, fuck. I feel like more games should be more cross-compatible so that way we don't have these fucking issues.
Well, damn, Lewis, tell me how you really feel.
I can feel it's something.
Plus, I also want to play with my friends. Listen, when I was in public school, most of my friends had PlayStation, so you can fuck off, Christian.
No,
I had Xbox. I couldn't play with them, and now I can. So, fucking crossplay fucking saved it for me on some games.
They might come out with a different statement. Give it about a year. They might come out with a different statement. They might change their mind. They might notice that, hey, we do this. You gotta send it to lose customers.
I never heard this part yet. All I know is that I figured like there'd be at least some content for Call of Duty that'd be exclusive to Xbox. Probably.
I think certain things will come exclusive. I just hate the fact that it just has to be this way, if I'm being honest.
That's how
I don't think it should be this way. I'm cool. I really don't. I don't think it should be the whole, hey, we get a specific game, you guys get a specific game, yada yada. I feel like it should be, hey, we have a game, let's share this game. It brings out a broader people, and we can make more fucking money on it. Cause you have, hey. So.
Well, damn, Lewis, tell me how you really feel.
Listen.
First time I ever heard Lewis going on a rant before.
I know, and it's kind of scary.
I've heard Joe. I heard Chad, but I've never
being
heard
the resident
you
Xbox guy, I actually feel your sentiments, believe it or not.
Keep in mind, there's a reason why I'm not buying any consoles right now, because I'm like, I want a PC, so I'm waiting on.
I want a
PC.
Series X.
After that, I'm done.
It all.
The
I
only
will
thing
say
I'm
this.
getting is Nintendo games.
I found. I'll tell you later because I don't want the masses to hear this. So keep it in mind.
Well, FBI's already watching, so.
Okay.
Any more thoughts, comments, concerns on Halo Infinite being pushed back?
I'm gonna shut up and let them talk.
Oh. Yeah, that's my thought process. Continue, people.
I don't know. I don't play Halo on the cool, so I really don't know.
Honestly, it's not like the situation with like Battlefield 2042, but I just couldn't bother to continue the campaign with Infinite. I was just like, open world.
But besides that, what do y'all think of just exclusives in general? Because I mean, this all ties in to the topic. So what do y'all guys? Both of y'all's opinions.
It's good. I was actually, watching a thing like some analysts like thought that Sony's kind of going to be doomed in a bit of time. Like, I mean, the way they're going so far with just like big first-party games that are just have big, long production time, and we're not going to come out for a few years, especially with like delays. Yeah, that's only going to get them so very far.
Yeah.
And so far with game,
exclusives,
Microsoft's actually pulling it hard.
Like I said earlier, I don't really think exclusives should have been a thing in the beginning.
I mean,
it would have made a whole lot more money on people on both sides of the console wars going going. So.
I would say Microsoft at this point doesn't feel like they're competing with Sony at all anymore because of Game Pass, but that's a whole different story.
Microsoft is just a giant computer. I've said this hundreds of times. Xbox systems are just giant, big ass computers. Just all they are.
They've been at. I mean, even if they were to stop with Xbox, I mean, they could still do shit with Windows.
You too drink water. See,
I have
I myself am drinking water as well.
You have different water.
So, what was the next topic, though?
That's it.
Next up. That's it. All right.
Yes, Toto.
Snodacast. Let's fucking go.
Oh boy, we actually have Snodacast tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Just
So we're gonna go ahead and do something we haven't done in a while. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Snodacast. We are going to go ahead and just go straight into it. For those of you that don't know, this is a segment where we can bring up either a current topic, we can expand on the topic that we talked about tonight, or we can bring up an old topic or a topic that wasn't even brought up at all. As long as it's related to movies, TV shows, video games, comics, etc. in that entertainment news concept. That's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to go ahead and say, Lewis, I have a feeling you have something. Let's go.
Joe, you're going to get, I don't know how you're going to feel. So I just got done going through Witch Queen, the Destiny DLC.
I know, you fucking get it.
No, I finished the raid. This raid on contest mode. Now, granted, contest mode is like kind of like for raids. It's like imagine like a harder difficulty for PvE events. So essentially, you're capped on a specific light level in Destiny, and oh boy, the first boss was a bitch. It could go fuck itself because of how hard it was. And this raid, not only did I, we beat the first boss, and that's how far we got. I enjoyed so much out of it because they put so much effort into making it hard. Because people from the last DLC complaining of the raid being too easy, and I'm like, y'all, all the same motherfuckers who were like complaining that it was too easy. Now they were complaining that the raid was too hard. I'm like, that's what y'all get. That's what y'all get for opening y'all's mouths. Y'all wanted something harder from Deep Stone Crypt, and now you got it.
Barring I haven't done any of those raids yet, even with Lifen, because, well, I had nobody to play with that time. Fuck me. I was going to say, those people, they should try to do Vault of Glass day one in Destiny 1. Not a single clue of what to do. And then come back.
Granted, they did do a good job on everything. The raid itself, like leading up to the boss, it just felt like a Dark Souls boss, like dead serious. That's how intense the fight felt. That's how like whenever you were trying to do DPS during that phase felt. I think that was like, it just felt like when if Joe, I don't know if you played when Taken King came out. It felt exactly like that when Taken King came out and the raid came out. It felt exactly like that, but just a little bit better.
I never did the raid for it though.
Dude, it's well worth if you're wanting to do it and stuff. I highly recommend it because they've been handing out that it's gonna come back for D2. So I'm getting ready.
I've done Fall of Glass. Never. Always kept getting wiped on Crota's end. But the other ones, including Taken King, never done them. Even with Rise of Iron.
Yeah. But no, I think Bungie did a very good job on everything, the visuals, the stories, everything that they've came out with this DLC. They've poured their heart and soul out. You could feel it because not only that they delayed it from their previous release date, but they've actually, also the fact of like counting how many times we had bug fixes every single reset, which is Tuesday. So every time they've had a bug fix. Now, granted, I understand that a lot of shit, when you release a DLC, not everything can be fixed, or they will know what's a bug and what's not a bug. So I give it to them that they've been consistently trying to fix the game and trying to make sure that people are happy. Another thing, I just feel like a lot of games and a lot of other, whether they be indie or big game developers, should be doing this more often. They should be acknowledging like, hey, sorry that we, there's bugs out. We're going to try to, as humanly possible, try to fix it. So I think more just studios should be more aware of this. Activision. Try to fix bugs and stuff immediately, because when you leave bugs in certain things or certain metas or not changing it, you kind of slowly dwindle your numbers of people who are actually enjoying the game and wanting to play it.
Is the glaive worth making? The glaive weapon worth it though? The
glaive is worth making for just this season, because of the whole suppression. Because it suppresses enemies and whatnot. It's very good in PvP.
It's gonna get nerfed.
oh no, not yet. Trust me, they're not as good as you think. They're wonky, but within the right hands. Because I just got done, before the podcast, I just got done playing with some of my friends and just playing with the glaives, going against each other, only glaives. I was the one on top because I was able to figure out how to use it. It's like with any other gun or with any other video game gun. If you know how to use it well and you know how to use advantage as well, you're always going to be one step ahead of anybody else who doesn't or know how to use the gun well or the weapon well. So
I might get myself the anniversary pack thing so I could get the Gjallarhorn.
I'm totally lost.
Help me get the Gjallarhorn and also Vex
Destiny 2?
and I'm set.
I don't know. I don't know anything about Destiny 2. I've only played Destiny 1, and I was for a split second, and then it stopped catching my attention.
What I'm going to talk about is that we should have a collective fund to get my ass a better fucking chair.
Are you purchasing it yourself, though, with the money?
Yes. All I'm asking for is a measly $200.
I mean,
way too much.
I mean, I could offer you something else more valuable, but nah.
Joe, since your loving and dedicated friendship, I'm gonna pass.
Something a little more.
On another topic, more than everybody can pitch in. What do you guys think that Activision should do and should work on while we're waiting for the announcement of the teaser, maybe next year or the year before, or whenever they release the MW2 matchmaking and stuff? What do you think they should work on and should remake?
A zombie game or some shit.
That's what I was gonna say.
I just want a full Call of Duty that's nothing but zombies.
Because here's the thing, if they try to release something for MW2 Zombies, that doesn't make sense to a lot of people. Because they only remember MW2 for it, the skins, the calling cards for having to figure out and play the online matches for the emblems and the calling cards.
Okay, speaking of emblems and calling cards, bring back custom emblems for the love of fucking goddamn Christ. Jesus Christ. You know how much fun I had, other than playing the actual multiplayer, was creating custom emblems. I loved doing that shit, man. It was so much fun.
Dude, though.
I loved it. No, but do you remember when MW2 where you had to literally figure out how to get certain calling cards?
No,
yeah,
some of them that said soap, a bar of soap. You would have to play the campaign in order to on hard difficulty or whatever, or certain things on certain difficulties to unlock these calling cards and stuff. And the same thing with emblems, you had to get certain amount of kill streaks with UAV or whatever, or activated UAV or cure package, or having the animated emblems. I really hope that they don't go with the Modern Warfare, the new Modern Warfare version of here's the season pass, here's the emblems animated and the calling cards, and here's a store, and there you go. I don't want that. I want to have to fucking figure out shit and having to make me play the game and play multiplayer in order for me to unlock these things.
I just want to be able to go to private match.
Just for a cash and grab type shit. I really don't.
Just let me go in a private match with y'all and just commando knife or one-man army the fuck out of y'all.
I understand the DLC. The DLC, I'll fucking pay for that shit. But other than that, I do not want a fucking battle pass.
Okay.
I just want to be able to go and prime
So
guys.
before Lewis blows the gasket on Activision, we're gonna go ahead and go into something else. All right, I'm gonna bring up a topic.
I want to continue about the whole thing with like Halo and how
We can do that. That's fine.
Yeah. But I'll let you go first because I'm being
Well,
benevolent.
here's the thing: is after I'm done with mine, unless Gallows, do you have anything that you want to add?
I don't have shit.
Okay, so after I'm done with mine, I kind of want to end it.
Go for it.
Okay, so Joe, go ahead.
Actually, there's also the other subject is the whole thing of DC Comics. They've been evicted from their headquarters office.
Yep.
I feel like a lot of shit could happen with them.
Are they going on strike? Is that the reason why? I feel like that's the reason.
It's hard to say. They've been evicted from their office somewhere in California, and there's a new building being made for Warner Brothers executives, but they don't get to have their own dedicated space. Like they have to do like something called a hot space, where they have like a building where nobody gets their own private cubicle shit. And like honestly, they've been doing nothing but just a lot of Batman and Superman, Wonder Woman, everyone. Like they just been kind of putting them in the closet. And also like their future state thing, and where have one of Lucius Fox's kids be like Batman because like this organization called the Magistrate kind of took over Gotham. Gotham. I can't push. Damn it.
Joe, you need to lay off the beer.
I haven't been drinking. I had nothing but Dr. Pepper.
The last person to
Well,
talk
then
about
whatever.
fucking beer.
Anyway,
Nice. There's the one who's drinking
hey,
beer right
shut
now.
the fuck up for a moment.
Damn.
Straight violence, homie?
No, just Christian. But
Oh,
anyway, before I
damn.
was
Just calling
verbally
this man out.
before I was verbally interrupted, and honestly, DC just has been like, I'm trying not to get us kicked off of here and
It's live streamed. If they
demonetized.
kick us off, it's whatever.
They've been kind of going. The fact they've been going with like future state with like the Jace Fox Batman, and then Wonder Woman being like a black chick that's not Diana, and
I
the main comics that like Superman's son John is just like some bisexual climate change activist dude.
Joe, you're teetering a very thin line here.
You're cheating on a big line, my friend.
I'm just gonna say, woken broke just ain't the way to do it.
That's about where we're gonna leave it. All right, on to my topic.
So,
But yeah,
Fucking ran out.
and then Halo, like I kind of like gave up on it.
Joe. All right.
Yeah.
chill.
Just saying.
Yeah, no, Halo fucking
Rolling up his
sucks. It's
sleeves,
okay.
ladies and gentlemen. He's about to box someone.
And with the old 1-2, you know what I mean? Nah, I'm kidding. Anyways, that being said, here's what I'm gonna say. Is what do you guys think about and that's gonna be the Snodacast. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Welcome to the Snodacast. We'll see you back next.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, anyways, so what do you guys think about life, you know that kind of thing, and the ever tormenting existence that is us?
Do you want my serious answer?
No, I actually don't want an answer. I have nothing. I just want to end this shit.
I don't. I was gonna say, what do you guys think of like? I was like, are you trying to get to a serious topic or?
Yeah, because that's what I was saying. I was like, do you want a real answer? Do you want to?
No, actually, I genuinely have nothing. I have nothing. I just want to kind of get this shit done and over with. You know what I mean? So thank you, one and all, and everyone.
One more little thing that probably pertains. It's not going to get me heated, but probably pertains to what we're talking about the Snodacast. Let's talk about the merchandise that we're talking about, Christian.
You mean the shit that we haven't even started working on? Yeah, sure. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So, of course, obviously, I want to get.
You guys gotta understand, we can't start talking about merchandise and stuff until we get our viewers up to at least about.
But it's just a memory.
I get it, but I don't want to make merchandise. I don't want to make merchandise, and we don't sell anything to throw out there to people. We don't have no to throw out there to
G Fuel, Manscaped.
I will say we will be working on stickers. That is one thing that we will try to get.
We will be working on stickers and cards.
Yeah.
NFTs.
Yeah, that's what we can do. We can work on those first.
NFTs.
And also going to certain conventions.
We're gonna try
at some point.
We are going to
try. We will try to do.
So you guys at least do me a solid and try to go to QuakeCon this year.
Try to what?
Not canceled.
Go to where?
I was about to say something about QuakeCon, but it's probably canceled for this year in person.
Probably.
We'll see, because here's the thing. I was supposed to go to TwitchCon before even the pandemic was announced. Now, like, TwitchCon is going to be back for IRL in person. I honestly, I'd just rather just save my money and wait until they say, like, whether or not if cases are going to go up or whatever, because last time that's what happened and they canceled it again. So I'm just going to wait.
Just give me a body pillow Pokimane. That's all I want.
Oh my god.
Can we just end it already?
Yes, we're going to go ahead and end this.
All right, Christian, let's go.
Alright, so
let's wrap it up.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining the Snodacast episode 11. This has been the Dipshit Hour. I have been your host and your ringleader of god-awful bullshit, Blackjet56, and I have been joined by Dumbass 1, Dumbass 2, and Dumbass 3, aka Diamond Assassin, Gallows, and Joker. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen.